There's a...
What is that? What the freak?
Take me back to old Yazoo. Everything up here is new. I can't stand it, just must land it.
The origins of this video remain unknown, but it was uploaded to YouTube on April 13th, 2022. This brief but chilling clip captures a strange and disturbing encounter that took place deep in the woods near a river. Filmed in what appears to be the early morning or late evening, the footage begins with a simple walk through a narrow forest path. Everything is still. There's no narration, no music. Then the camera turns and something appears through the trees. At first glance, it's easy to miss. The figure blends into the foliage, pale, thin, and hunched over. But when the camera zooms in, the shape becomes clearer. A tall, gaunt creature with unnaturally long limbs and a humanoid shape crouches near the edge of the river. Its head appears too large for its body. Its arms hang low, almost touching the ground, and it doesn't move. It just watches. There's no sound, no growl, no sudden movement. The camera holder quickly ducks behind the trees. They peek around again, hoping the creature is gone, but it's still there, motionless. Then, without warning, the figure stands upright. It doesn't run. It doesn't approach. But the moment it shifts, the camera drops slightly, and the person filming makes the decision to get out immediately. The footage cuts shortly after, leaving only questions. What exactly was it? Whether it was real, staged, or something in between? One thing is certain. You don't forget a face like that, especially when it's waiting for you by the river. What do you think of this encounter? Let me know your thoughts. Before moving to the next encounter, I just want to take this moment to thank and congratulate you all because we have crossed 50,000 subscribers. Our 50K special free surprise was revealed, and almost all of you seem to love it. I'm beyond blessed to have you as community, and I'm more committed than ever to bring you the best and most entertaining videos possible. I aim to take this channel to #1, and I will do that no matter what. So, subscribe and enjoy the show. Our next goal is 100,000 subscribers before August. Once we reach that, I'll reveal another awesome surprise for you all. Now back to the video. A late-night camping trip can be one of the most relaxing experiences, unless you begin to feel like you're not alone in the dark. For the group behind the Off the Walls After Hours channel, their overnight excursion into the woods quickly shifted from a casual fire and jokes into something far more unsettling. It started off as a pretty typical night. The group of friends had hiked into a forested area, bringing tents, a fire starter kit, food, and tools to build a temporary bridge across a small stream. As the sun went down, they focused on constructing a makeshift log crossing, cracking jokes, tossing out banter, and working together to move branches and planks into place. Spirits were high, but as the night wore on, the woods began to change.
We need a couple more like that, dude.
Oh, yeah.
We could definitely get that long one out now, though. Right there. You literally laid it right on that tip. Look at that.
Perfect.
Right there. We need a couple more. Boom, we're done. We get across for the night.
Oh, yeah.
We got to just keep moving it that way,
Right.
towards Keegan.
It's not out. There's a...
What was that?
Here, hold
Help
it.
Jordan, help Jordan. Keep moving it this way.
You grab from the
It's
bottom?
literally right.
Bottom?
Move it this way, move it this way. Boom, perfect. It's coming, it's coming.
Keep going.
The first sign that something wasn't right came during the bridge build. As they worked, they all heard a loud, deep boom echo. At first, they thought it may have been something falling. Perhaps a distant branch or even a small tree. But the sound had a strange weight to it, One of the group insisted it had come from above them, while others were certain it had come from behind, much deeper in the forest. They tried to not make much of it and returned to the fire. Once the bridge was finished and the tents were being set up, they cooked food, passed around snacks, and laughed about the strange noise, but the feeling never quite lifted. And then new sounds began to rise. Faint creaking, whispers, and what one of them described as whistling coming from the distance.
Alright, so we made it across that wild ass shit. We are about to set up a tent, probably on these rocks, unfortunately, because there's not much to go. Oh, there goes my water bottle. Alright, so we got the fire started. Buddy brought hand warmers. Don't think we'll need them now. It's pretty nice out tonight.
Yeah, it's beautiful out, boys. Got the fire going. Cheers to that.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Although, a bit ago, I'm going to explain what we heard.
We heard a big boom above
Yeah.
us, which we think of
Well, I
as the
don't know
tracks.
if it was above us, bro. Real shit. 100% feel like that came from behind us.
Oh, that's lighting up good.
Oh, yeah. The boom was weird, wasn't it, Tony?
Yes, it was. Definitely weird. Freaked us all out.
Yeah, don't know about that.
This wasn't casual wind in the trees. It came in short, rhythmic patterns, quiet but deliberate. And while only some of the group heard it at first, soon nearly everyone had picked up on it. The most unnerving moment came when they all went quiet to listen. A sharp whistle cut through the air from somewhere off trail. One of the group called out, asking if anyone else had heard it. Another followed up, confirming they'd heard it earlier too. It wasn't the kind of sound you could easily dismiss. It was the type that seemed to rise just above the natural ambience. Intentional, but out of place. Then came the rock.
Oh. That's why I just heard Tony, that was bad time.
Tony, you almost fell off. There's nothing.
Nothing at all. What is that?
It might be just a creaking, bro. It's old.
That's not a creek, though.
Sounds like something's getting thrown.
It sounds like something walking on it, you know? Tony,
That's Tony.
was that you? Tony, don't lie. Tony, don't fucking lie. Something threw a rock. Bro, promise.
That was him.
Promise.
It came from that way, dog. There was wood crackling over there.
Keegan, or Tony, get up.
No, it's the fire. It's the fire crackling. We just heard it again.
Dude, it bounced off the metal. I don't know what the fuck that was.
While standing near the tents, they heard something hit metal. Not a branch, not a pine cone. Something heavy, like a thrown rock, bouncing off one of their supply bins or possibly their grill. They immediately turned their lights toward the source, expecting to catch an animal in the brush, but the forest remained still. At that point, theories started flying. Maybe the wind had carried a sound in a weird direction, but the group wasn't buying it. They now think something is moving around them.
What was that?
Huh.
I just heard something from that one.
I did not hear it.
Like that, like. You burned yourself again? Yeah, my shoe. My shoe is not. Damn it, Tony.
I hear talking in the distance. 100% just heard talking in the distance. You hear that? I don't hear it anymore. I don't know if I'm tripping, but I feel like I keep hearing a faint whistling. You're tripping, that might be a car. You didn't hear that? What did it sound like? Yes, I got. Yeah. You did hear that? Yeah. I keep hearing that.
Throughout the night, more strange moments occurred. One person thought they heard talking, not among the group, but from a distant voice, low and incomprehensible, fading as soon as they tried to focus on it. Another mentioned seeing movement just beyond the firelight, a dark shape low to the ground that quickly vanished behind a tree, but the flashlight beams caught nothing. Even during their most casual moments, eating, laughing, goofing off, there was always something else just beneath the surface. They kept returning to the idea that something was watching them, pacing the edge of their sight. It never made itself known directly, but it never completely went away either.
I think we're tripping, dog. Let's go back down. We gotta be tripping. Let's go back down.
Okay, so as we were heading down, we heard another weird squealing noise. We just keep hearing noises, it's weird.
Eventually, the group decided to finish the night with a walk down the trail, just to get moving and shake the tension. But as they left the firelight and the tents behind, another distant screech echoed across the trees. This one was different. They turned back. Whatever it was, no one wanted to be caught further into the woods if it got closer. Back at the fire, the laughter didn't come back as easily. Some of them still tried to joke, but others sat quietly, listening, waiting, hoping the night would pass without any further disturbances. They didn't catch a clear image. They didn't record any definitive sounds, but they all left with the same feeling. Something was out there. Chelsea Luna is known for diving headfirst into some of the most haunted and dangerous locations she can find. Her channel, a mix of paranormal investigations and urban exploration, has taken her to cursed cemeteries, abandoned asylums, and long-forgotten tunnels across North America. But one location stands out for how quickly it went from curious exploration to a full-blown escape. The tunnel was constructed in 1928, its purpose long-rooted in history, but over time it picked up a more disturbing reputation. Locals whisper stories of Confederate soldiers seen walking the tracks, disembodied voices echoing in the dark, and mysterious lights that don't belong to any train or flashlight.
Hey ninjas, welcome back to another adventure. This time we're at a haunted train tunnel. They actually built 2 tunnels. You'll see over here is another one. We can't access that one. That one was built in 1928. There's a lot of paranormal activity here. We researched this place. People have seen Confederate soldiers walking through this tunnel. So I'm really curious if we're going to see an apparition. How cool would that be? If you don't know who I am, I'm Chelsea Luna. I'm here with my best friend, James.
What's up, fam? Ninjas.
All right, you guys, let's get into this adventure. Yeah. Yeah, it's like we're in a cave. Like you can smell it. It smells mildewy.
So Chelsea, what were you saying that I guess they opened this up and started notice for cars?
Yeah, so if 2 cars come in here and they get stuck, there should be a pocket here for the vehicle to pull into in the side of the wall. So I wanted to see if we could find that. Do they? I know. It's really cold in here, too.
It's isolated, humid, and pitch black even during the day. From the moment Chelsea and her friend James stepped inside, it was clear this wasn't going to be a typical exploration. Almost immediately, Chelsea began experiencing strange camera glitches. Lights appeared to flicker on her footage, even though they were stable in real life. But the tension truly began to rise when Chelsea heard a loud thud behind her, like someone or something dropping onto the tracks. Then came the footsteps. There was no mistaking them. Steady, paced, and not belonging to either of them. They tried to rationalize it, but they couldn't ignore the feeling that they were being followed.
James, I think I might have got the story wrong. Do you think if it was people walking? Because here's a little pocket in the wall. It's not big enough for a car.
That's what it is. Not for a car. I was wondering why would they
for-
have cars going to train tunnels? Doesn't make sense.
I know.
That's what it is. So they built pockets for people. So that you're in here and a train was coming by, you could dip in there. Could you imagine if a train was coming by and you were like, oh, so I didn't know that fell down.
Oh my god, it almost fits you perfect.
Like, the train coming by, like, can you
Oh
imagine?
my god.
Like you feel the wind rushing. Like that would be crazy.
That would be insane.
Definitely has a stupid factor, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Shh. Chelsea, what is that? What is that? What is that? What the frick is that? What the hell was that? What was that?
What is that?
Why does it sound like there's a Dude, Chelsea?
James, seriously?
Sure, it can't be. It's got to be it's the other room. Oh my god. Oh, what the hell was that? As the trains go by, we heard that noise, and it came from this way. And then right after that, as the trains go, this is all happening right before a train goes by. There has to be something with that, guys.
There has to be.
Like, we literally hear, I don't know what that was.
At one point, Chelsea sat on a ledge built into the wall, an old safety alcove once used to avoid oncoming trains, and tried calling out to any spirits that might be listening. What she got in return was a voice, a faint whisper in the darkness, then a feeling, not of being watched, but of being approached. As they moved deeper in, the air changed. A rumble shook the walls.
I wish I had the EVP machine, you guys, but we lost it. What is your name? Did you hear that? Oh, what the heck? Can you make that noise again? I will admit, sitting here by myself makes it a little more spooky, but I don't think these spirits are here to harm us. The first, whatever happened in the beginning, though, perhaps...
God, that's loud.
That's the train going by? Holy crap, it's shaking the whole thing. What if, okay, now this is just a thought. What if that guy, like we heard running, it just went off again? When we heard that, yeah.
They thought it was paranormal at first, until the rumble became a full-on tremor, and the unmistakable sound of a train barreling toward them filled the tunnel. Panic set in immediately. The lights weren't just random anymore. A real train was coming. The problem was there were no exits, no clear path to safety, only the carved-out ledges in the tunnel walls, built for workers nearly a century ago. They found one just in time. With seconds to spare, Chelsea and James pressed themselves into the narrow stone alcove, flattening their backs as the train roared past. The tunnel shook violently, dust falling from the ceiling, the walls rattling from the force of the engine. The sound was deafening. The pressure from the train's wake nearly pulled them forward. Once it passed, they emerged, shaken and wide-eyed. And that's when they noticed something even stranger. The gate to the tunnel entrance, previously wide open, was now closed. To the best of their knowledge, no one had touched it. It wasn't automatic. There had been no sound of it moving during the train's arrival, but there it was, shut tight.
I think I'm gonna buy him some sage when we get out of here.
old lights or something.
Yeah. Oh, man.
Whoa! What the hell was that? What the hell? Did you hear that?
Yes?
What was it?
Is that gate closed?
What gate?
The gate, the freaking gate's closed, James.
What? Oh,
Look.
those gates that were out there?
Yes.
No way. No freaking way.
Freaking crazy.
Wait, there's another train coming by. Wait, right when the train comes by, this thing closes by itself? Wait a minute.
What the?
Wait a freaking minute.
That is
How
weird.
can you climb up there anyways? Like,
Yeah.
okay,
You're right, it's not an automatic gate.
That is one of the more biggest things I've ever seen. Okay.
Let's get out of here. I'm really scared it's gonna close us in here or something.
Could you imagine if both sides locked on us or something?
Whether it was a coincidence, a mechanical malfunction, or something much darker, they weren't waiting around to find out. They ran, navigating around debris and soaked stones until they finally reached the other end of the tunnel. There, in the distance, a light appeared. Not the harsh glow of a train, but something softer, stationary. As they approached, it didn't move, didn't flicker, and didn't match the beam of a flashlight.
It's good having a scene night, Chelsea, that's for sure. But dude, what the hell? I cannot believe that. Oh, holy crap, Chelsea. All right, guys, so I'm gonna stop recording for a little bit because we've kind of already seen all this. But if something happens, I will definitely start recording, huh? Dude, that's...
What is that light?
Wait,
What is that?
Dude, what is that?
Is that a car? Is that a train?
No. What in the world? Wait, are those just other people coming in, or is that something else?
I don't know.
Okay, guys, there's a light on the other end of the tunnel. Maybe that's just, is it moving? Let me stop.
Why does it look so much like a train?
Why does it look like a train? Yeah, it does. That doesn't look like a regular light. It's getting so bright. What the frick is
Something's
it?
coming down.
Maybe somebody's driving. Wait, maybe.
James,
What the hell is that? Let's find a place to dip. We gotta find one of those spots.
that's what I'm saying.
What is that? Dude, what the frick is that?
Dude,
Whoa, whoa. What is that? Oh, it's coming fast, Chelsea. What is that? Dude, what the frick is that?
Just as they were about to investigate, the beam vanished. In its place, workers from the rail company, arriving to check the tunnel after the train had passed. When this video was uploaded, many viewers pointed out they saw a human-like figure near the gate just when it was closed. Right here. Like always, let me know your thoughts on this encounter. Posted on November 13th, 2020, this footage captures what appears to be a group of friends experiencing something they'll likely never forget. What starts off as a casual night around the campfire quickly turns into chaos when something or someone emerges from the woods. The entire moment is captured on a handheld camera, and while the footage is shaky, the fear is unmistakably real. The footage opens with a small group chatting and laughing around the fire. They talk casually, waiting for one of their friends, Alexis, who has been gone for a little too long. At first it's brushed off as a joke, but the longer she's away, the more concerned they become. Eventually, two of the group members agree to walk into the woods to check on her. That's when things spiral.
That's actually really good.
Thank you. I got a new shampoo and conditioner.
Hide what you're holding.
Lexus, have you ever seen Avatar: The Last Airbender? Oh, dang. Look at those chicken and biscuits you got. Oh, perfect.
Yeah.
How do I look?
Amazing.
Oh! Who the heck put more stuff on the fire? Because this looks really good.
I did.
Wait, what? Wait, what? I put it on that long.
Wouldn't it be nice to have some insight into your future?
Yeah, I know. For legit though, like Alexis has been gone for so freaking long trying to actually poop.
Okay, but like, you gotta track to go find a good place.
Yeah, you do, but this has been too long. 10 minutes, she'll be back. Okay, yeah, I'll take that bet. Oh, ow, my eyes.
What? Yeah, that was weird. Did you hear something?
What?
Alright.
It hasn't even been 10 minutes
Devin?
yet, bro.
No. Can a couple of people just come with me just to make sure we're good? Yeah,
I guess you can get mauled. My camera.
Alexis?
Hold on.
No, but Devin.
I don't think she's in here. Alexis? Shit. Alexis? Alexis?
From the edge of the forest, one of them suddenly spots something, a figure in the distance, standing upright, but not quite human in shape. The camera briefly catches a shadowy, distorted figure between the trees. It's only visible for a moment, but it's enough to send everyone into full panic. Screams erupt. The group scrambles. The camera captures people yelling, tripping, and running blindly through the trees, calling out for Alexis. It's chaos. The figure is never fully revealed again, but whatever they saw, it was close, and it triggered a very real flight response.
Alexis?
What in hell is that?
Can't see it very well. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Shit. Wait. Okay, be careful.
Guys.
Aiden, stop.
No.
There's no sign of it being staged, no visible costumes, no special effects, just pure, shaky, real-time fear. What makes the footage particularly eerie is the way the camera keeps rolling through the panic. At no point do they stop to regroup. They're moving, fast, with adrenaline driving every decision. The video ends without clear resolution. Alexis is never clearly seen, the figure is never identified, and the group is left screaming in the dark, unsure of what they just encountered. Whether it was a person, a prank, or something much stranger, the moment captures a feeling many campers fear deep down, that something is watching from the woods, waiting, silent, just beyond the firelight. On April 22nd, 2025, this Randonautica video by Cursed Urban starts out as a typical nighttime exploration, but quickly veers into something far more unsettling. The creator sets out alone into a remote forest, planning to run several Randonautica intents, a process where the app generates coordinates based on what the user mentally focuses on. His first intent is innocent, something dumb, but what unfolds across 2 nights leaves him questioning just who or what is watching him. Not long after starting his walk, he hears faint rustling in the trees. He doesn't pay much attention to it, assuming it's just animals or natural forest sounds. His generated point leads him down a trail near a campground that's still faintly active. And that's where he finds his first object, a large, weather-worn stone wolf statue half hidden behind a tree. It's oddly lifelike, with piercing eyes that reflect his flashlight. It startles him at first, but he laughs it off, admitting it scared him more than it should have.
I'm sure you can hear the people over there definitely out camping, definitely having a good time. That's cool. That's cool though. That's awesome. Wish I was camping right now. Don't worry, camping videos coming soon. Oh, what the dude. Yo. That literally scared the crap out of dude. I'm almost embarrassed by that. That scared the crap out of me. Look at what's back here. Look at this. It's the wolf statue of some sort. Why is this here, dude? Like, oh, man, dude, that like I said, I'm ashamed to admit that. I like looked over here, and from how was I standing? I was like standing like this, and all I saw was like the wolf's eyes peeking over the tree branch, and it was like, I was like, what is that, dude? Like, oh man, yeah, I'm kind of embarrassed to admit that, but okay. What is this doing here? That's really, really odd.
He sets a second intent. Start off on the right foot, but that one leads him to a picnic table where, upon returning, he finds something that wasn't there minutes earlier. A miniature signboard with a message written in a string of strange, cryptic letters. It appears coded, unreadable, and seems deliberately placed for him. On the reverse side, another message is scrawled in red ink, just as confusing and even harder to decipher. Whoever left it, they did so within the short time he had stepped away, suggesting someone is actively following him in real time.
Is that another... Dude, what is... Okay, alright. I'm not tripping, am I? There's no way I am... There's no way we missed this. There's something on this table. I say that like you guys can't see it. Hey guys, there's something on this table. Oh, I guess you guys didn't see it. No, I'm sorry. Sorry for saying the obvious, but there's something on this table. And we walked right by here. I have this table on camera, and when we walked past here, there wasn't anything on it. Unless I'm just blind as a bat, which, I mean, that's kind of halfway true, but that's not the point. What is this thing? So it looks like a little, like a sign thing, like a miniature thing, like a restaurant would have on the sidewalk listing their hours. But it's had some, I don't even know what this is. It's here, and don't tell me like it's you know, it's just a coincidence that that's here. Like there's no way. Oh wait, no, whoops. There's another message on the back, written in red. So this looks like it's supposed to be like maybe a chalkboard, and then the front's supposed to be like a whiteboard. So the front's written in black, and the back is written in red. Man, that was a tongue twister for some reason.
By the third intent, he's visibly shaken. He sets out with the intent the opposite, hoping to reset the strange energy. But as he walks a dimly lit trail, he suddenly sees a flashlight beam off in the distance, pointed directly at him. When he calls out, the figure simply turns away. No response, no acknowledgement, just a deliberate, slow turn, and then silence. When he returns to the spot minutes later, no one is there. It's as if they vanished into the trees. He realizes whoever this is, they've likely been trailing him all night, possibly the same person who left the coded messages.
Yeah. Hello? Yeah, because they just turned away from me. Hello? Yeah, they just turned away from me. Okay. All right, dude. What is it? Okay. What's that about? All right, oh man, I'm gonna leave. That's not it's like not a normal reaction. Because at first, like, it's getting late, and I don't know exactly what time it is, but I know it's getting like towards the time that this place closes. So I was like, okay, maybe, you know, like a park ranger saw my light and, you know, come and say like, hey, you know, get out of here. But usually that's not the case because they just drive by on their trucks and like yell in the speaker like, hey, everybody leave, you're getting locked in. Well, it's usually a little bit more polite than that. Yeah, there's no one at all. There's no one out here. Because yeah, this is probably the exact spot they were standing, right here. And then, yeah, because I was right down there. Yes, this is right where they were standing for sure. Because I was like straight down there. Because any normal person would like be like, oh, good evening, or oh, hey, how you doing, or whatever. All right, so we definitely have a stalker out here.
The next night, he returns to a different forest and sets a new intent. Something useful. This time, the result seems harmless. A portable power bank wedged in the bark of a tree. It's dirty and likely sat in the rain, but remarkably, it still works. It's a practical find, but the temporary relief doesn't last. For his next intent, he chooses red skies at night. This one leads him to a small narrow bridge over a stream. There, beneath the bridge, he finds a small wooden object, a crude model of a house or tower, with yet another cryptic message painted on the side. Your tower won't save you. It's clearly handmade, with an arrow pointing to a specific part of the model, as if marking a vulnerable spot. It's the latest in a growing list of targeted, unsettling messages, and they all seem connected.
Set it up here. It's like, oh, dude, of course. It looks like a toothpick holder or something. What's it say on there? Come on, focus on it, camera. There we go. Valdivia, Chile. And here, once again, dude, we've been dealing with this. Sorry, I was trying to adjust the aperture and I killed the video. So, those of you who may be new here, for some reason, dude, I've been getting a bunch of like houses and stuff like that with these arrows pointing to windows and like cryptic messages on it. I don't understand why, but here's another one. Oh, it's got something written on it too. Your tower won't save you. Your tower won't save you, and it's got an arrow. What does that mean? What tower do I have that I would think would save me anyways? It doesn't make any sense at all. This is the stupidest intent I've ever got.
Finally, as he begins to head back toward his car, he sets one last intent. What do you want from me? It leads him to a partially cleared area near a stream, and there he finds something else. Another small wooden boat, the third he's found during his Randonautica outings. This one is marked with a chilling inscription, first to jump, last to drown. A number, 7, is etched on top. He doesn't know what it means, but the repetition of these handcrafted boats and the ominous phrases have become a pattern. Someone is leaving these. Someone knows where he'll be.
It's another one of those boats, dude. This is the third one I've gotten. I keep getting these, I keep getting these boats. I'm getting back to the main trail before we look at this thing. Just because I don't like being, like, isolated while distracted looking at intents. So I'm going to get back to the main trail. And actually, I'm going to start heading back towards my car. We'll take a look at this. But yeah, dude, this is another one of those boats. I got 2 of these so far. It's these little wooden boats. Little wooden boat models. And they keep having things written on them. Alright, so yeah, it's this boat. And yeah, there's something written on it just like the other 2. First to jump, last to drown. Nothing written on the bottom. Oh! That's new. On the top is written 7. So yeah, I really don't know what to think of that. All right, we're gonna set our last intent because I'm done after this. After finding 2 of these in a row, so we're gonna set our last intent, and I'm only gonna be taking it. Like I got to go that way to my car. I'm only gonna take the intent if it's that way, and if it's not, I'll run another one until we get one in the direction of my car. Because yeah.
He's nearly ready to leave when one final location, titled Finale, takes him back to the picnic shelter near his parked car, the same one where the night started. At first it seems empty, but underneath one of the tables, he finds a wooden box. Inside is a small plastic pill container with a paper message, "Down the rabbit hole, try me." It's a clear dare, an invitation, maybe a trap. He doesn't take the risk. Instead, he grabs the pill container, locks his car, and drives off.
Other than that, some trash. Yeah, nothing. So why am I out here? Why was this the final point? Hi. Written in gold paint. Yeah, why was this the final point? It doesn't make any sense. See if there's any tasty goodies on the grill tonight. Nothing. There. Oh, okay. There is something that I almost missed, and that's a wooden box. What is this? It's a pill with a message. Down the rabbit hole, try me. Yeah, no thanks. Yeah, the top says down the rabbit hole and try me by the pill. Like, straight up. That's, I don't think we've ever gotten something quite like this. Where you get an actual pill saying down the rabbit hole, try me. Yeah, I'm not trying that. Dude, screw that. Alright, I'm going to pack this stuff up and get out of here.
Deciding to discard it at the next gas station, the night ends not with a jump scare, but with a realization that whoever is doing this, they're watching. They know where he is, and they're not just leaving random junk, they're escalating. What did you make of this footage? Let me know. Exploring with Bear, known to fans as Jer-Bear, is no stranger to strange encounters in the woods. His channel thrives on documenting solo explorations, particularly in areas tied to cryptid sightings, especially Bigfoot. But in this video, he doesn't just investigate a legend, he walks right into the middle of it. One of Bear's viewers had left a detailed comment on a previous Bigfoot video, describing a chilling encounter they had in a remote part of Ohio. The description was so vivid that Bear immediately recognized the place and decided to head there himself. The goal was to film a night investigation, retrace the area of the sighting, and see what happens when you're alone in the exact same spot.
Okay, another Bigfoot adventure. Keep your eyes and ears open on this one, guys. Like I said, one of you fam. It was I have no idea. I wish I could remember the comment. What video? We've done so many cryptid and Bigfoot videos. But one of you guys commented, and you was describing this place of where you had your experience in Ohio. And I knew, I could tell. Oh. So as I was saying, one of you guys had commented in one of my Bigfoot videos that you had a sighting here in Ohio. And you gave the name of the place and even was describing where it was at and how it happened to you. And I could visually picture, I knew exactly where you was talking about. And that is where we are tonight. I tried coming back here on a live with you guys, but it wasn't coming in good. So I wanted to do another video where we can get some good pictures and explore this place at night, but be able to see better. What was that? That was like a whistle.
doesn't take long for things to get strange. Even on the way in, Bear begins to notice signs that something's off. Strange noises echo through the woods, whistles, knocks, and what sounds like faint footsteps on gravel. At first, he keeps moving, brushing it off with his usual mix of nerves and humor. But then the physical symptoms start. His head tingles, his scalp crawls, and he starts to feel pressure in his chest. At one point, he says it feels like his hair is growing, a bizarre description that perfectly matches how intensely electrified the air around him feels.
It makes it so much more intriguing and scary for me. There we go. Now I got sort of a spotlight too. Yeah. That's more better. I'm feeling something. The hair on the top of my head feels like it's growing right now. Oh my goodness. That is a crazy feeling. My hair is growing. It feels like, oh, even my face is tingling now. My whole head is freaking like pins and needles. Feels like needles. Look, that tree's been ripped off. Needles.
As he inches deeper into the area described by the viewer, the sounds intensify. Branches snap behind him. A strange whoop echoes in the distance. His camera catches something in the trees. Brief, fast, and low to the ground. Then, a pair of glowing eyes appears. Not the faint glimmer of animal eyes in the dark, but large reflective eyes, staring straight at him from the woods. They don't blink, they don't shift, and they're far too high off the ground for any known wildlife in the area. The eyes disappear. Moments later, they return, this time standing up. What had been crouched or hidden is now fully upright and massive.
Oh man, I'm getting sicker and sicker in my belly too. Why? This is insane feeling. It's very hard for me to keep moving forward right now. Man, this doesn't feel right. This does not feel right at all. Oh, I just seen a light back there. Real quick, was that eyes? Was that eye shine? It was super fast, but oh, there it was again. Right there, look. Eyes. Big monster eyes. Do you guys see it? What is that? It's staring at us. Oh, it just stood up. That thing is huge. Look how big that is. Right in the middle of the... Oh man, I can't zoom. I don't want to move because I don't want to lose it. That thing is big. What is it doing? It like got low. It went lower.
Bear freezes, whispering into the camera that the figure has head, shoulders, and a full silhouette. But it's not charging or running. It's just watching. When he tries to zoom in, the camera fails to focus. He doesn't move, afraid that any sudden shift might provoke a reaction. The pressure builds. The thing slowly crouches again, vanishing into the tree line. Trying to steady himself, Bear makes his way toward a bridge that crosses over the area mentioned in the sighting. According to the subscriber, they had seen Bigfoot while fishing in this exact location, either from the bridge or from the bank nearby.
So, he was either right back in here. Hold on, I'll give you I'll draw the picture for you. There's two places. When I was reading it, I was picturing the fam on that side of the bridge and Bigfoot being over here. But then once I came and looked, he could have been over here and Bigfoot could have been over there. But we're going to get in the middle of the bridge and we're going to check both. What is that? Oh my goodness. There's something big and brown standing right there. Oh, and it's moving. Oh man, I can't, guys. That's something right there. Can you see that? Wait, was that a light there? Where'd it go? Whoop! Oh crap. Why'd I get what? There's no freaking way I was just seeing what I was seeing though. I don't even want to go no more.
As he reaches the middle of the bridge, Bear's flashlight catches something else. A large, solid mass, brown in color, partially hidden behind trees. It stands out against the foliage, wide-shouldered, tall, and motionless. And then, it disappears again. What follows is a string of frantic moments. Bear hears movement behind him, another splash near the stream, and more crackling footsteps to his side. He spins the camera trying to track it, but he's essentially surrounded, stuck in the middle of the bridge. His nerves spike. He debates turning around. Then he sees another shadow, this time not even fully formed. Just a black shape in the middle of his beam of light. It fades as quickly as it appears. This time, he doesn't chase it.
I'm like getting myself trapped up on this bridge. That's ridiculous. That was big and solid. That might have been him. I don't see him now though. That might have been him. It was shoulders. It was like I could see the whole outline. A whole outline with head, shoulders, and everything. Whoa. Whoa. And it disappeared. Did you guys see that? That was a dark shadow in the middle of the beam of light. I don't know how it looked on camera. I was looking with my plain eyes. And it started coming my way. It was like a circle. And then just vanished. Something dark. No. Man. Oh my goodness.
Bear finally decides to call it. He makes his way off the bridge, past the area where the figure was first seen, and heads straight back to the truck. On the way out, he still hears footsteps and movement, but never catches another clear glimpse. Whether it was a person or something else's, the truth remains unknown.
On this side, man, my blood pressure is freaking sky high right now. Like I feel everything in my body sort of getting elevated as I'm getting down here. I don't like being on this thing, really. At the moment, I don't know why. What a crazy feeling. I just seen something move down in here. Whoa! I just heard something. Splash in the water scared me. don't know. I don't like it though. It's different. Yes, I just had to shut off the camera and get back to the truck. I did not feel right being back there. I didn't even like how I felt. I didn't even want to go as far as I did, but I did at least get to look over the spots that I did want to show you guys. And make sure you comb that real good. Send me any screenshots you got. And that is where one of you guys have seen Bigfoot. And that is also where I just had a terrible, terrible feeling.
With this final encounter comes the end of another episode. You know what to do, but if you don't, let me remind you again to like and subscribe. Also, leave a comment about what you liked and didn't like about this video. We always look to improve our video quality so you get the best videos possible. In about 3 seconds, there will be more disturbing videos on screen for you to watch. And with that, I'm out.